Hey y'all, it's Sis, and yes, this is video number 2 for the day, and this is going to be episode 5 of season 10, Ready to Love. This episode is called Tommy's Philly Block Party, so I'm really excited to see this one. We already know on the last episode, True went home for being a lawyer. So that's that. We're not going to have any people's pictures edited in because I like to save time right now. So we can get caught up. Tonight is episode 6. I'm so excited. So that's that. This is this, and this is what sitting with sis. Yeah, you know that I missed you. Tune in because you're sitting with your sister. Sitting with sis. So go ahead, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it. All right, so it's a block party going on, and it is a lot of different vendors there. So you see the cast, they're over there doing a cha-cha slide. They over there seeing the different vendors. They're supporting. They're grabbing some grub. And Cisco walks up, and he gives Tay a big hug, and Tay kind of gives him like a pat, pat, pat. And they kind of separate, and she lets us know that Francisco or Cisco was her number one, but something's going on. It's some tension going on. She is buddied up with Khalil at the moment, and then she got her a little drink, and they're all like in a circle, and Cisco is off on the side, and he grabbed him a seat, and he is like about to sit down and see what's going on. So I wonder what the tension's all about. Uh-oh, something's going on, so I'm gonna let us listen to it together, okay?
But at the block party, there's tension between me and Francisco.
Yeah, toast. Let's do this.
So during our phone conversation, Francisco expressed to me that he didn't own a car. And then I was like, well, you got your own place, right? And he just was like, no, not right now. I'm in a room right now. I had a lot of questions because, like, if you're not where you need to be financially, then how can we talk about marriage? I kind of was like, I can't do this right now.
Yeah.
As she's talking in her confessional, they just keep showing us clips of Cisco, and he's kind of just like waltzing about. That's crazy because I believe Cisco came in. Was it episode 2? I believe that during Cisco's one-on-one, it showed him as a resource liaison or a housing liaison, and I'm just wondering, how he could be one and not have housing for his own. And it's crazy because that's just like kind of like the climate of America right now. A lot of people are really having hard times finding places to live. Things are so expensive. But she says he doesn't have his own mode of transportation. He doesn't have his own place. I feel that she's posing a very fair question when she's asking, like, how are you ready to talk about marriage and commitment and stuff when you got stuff that you got to do, Papa. So, wow, that changes things. And it just makes me think, like, I wonder, like, all those times where he breaks out in the sweat, is he like feeling uncomfortable? Knowing that, like, he's just here, and what are you here for? All right.
I got mixed emotions about the block party. I shared with Tay my current situation. I think the news shocked her a bit. And like I was trying to explain to her, I've been married before. The divorce happened when I came back to Philadelphia and I was at my lowest. Struggling to find work and just, struggling to get back on my feet. It scared her away a little bit. I don't know where we stand right now.
Do y'all feel like y'all stay on mansions here so far?
That sounds like a tough situation. It's real. So we find out that Cisco has been married before. So that's news. And that has to be such a like uncomfortable situation to be in. But yeah, if you don't really have your stuff together, do you really think that it's time for you to be dating? I don't know. But he's sitting down with Rocky and Coley. So I'm going to dive into this episode, see a little bit. Anything that I feel like it's important, of course, I'll come back and bring it to y'all, okay? So Rocky asked Coley and Cisco if they feel like they have any like real connections here. And Cisco says that he feels like he's on a struggle bus. And Coley was like, yeah, I can relate to that. So that's deep. And then we see Tommy. He comes in with his beautiful wife. So Tommy comes out with his wife. And he's like, I hope y'all are enjoying the block party. And they're like, whoop, whoop, we having fun. And then he lets them know, like, even though, like, it's a good time, like, this is not all about, like, relaxing. Like, we got to bunker down this week. And then we found out that the men are in control this week. But wasn't the man in control last week? That's how True got sent home. So, honey, Tommy is here with yet another curveball. So, yeah, that threw me off. I'm like, the man was just in control. So we lost True. But his show, his rules, everybody looks a little stunned. So we're going to see what comes from that. Okay, so the first like little focus scene was on Cam. And he is over there with Rose and they are checking out some candles. They pick up a brown sugar candle. He's like, I want you to smell it first because you're the brownest of the sugars here. So he is hitting Rose with that gang. But he says that his strongest connections in this process is Rose and Sahara. He says that he's been attracted to Sahara since the first mixer. Remember, Cam came in on the second episode. So his first mixer with her was on episode 3. And he says Sahara was just it for him then. But he just really has this connection and attraction to Rose. So they are stepping off to have some one-on-one time. I'm gonna peek and see what's going on with that. And well, you already know. So Cam was with Rose, and then he told her he wanted her to pick out a scent that will smell really good on him for when he gets out the shower. Ooh. It's getting a little warm. So after that, it goes into the scene with Angie and Hassan. And I mean Hussein. Why I call him Hassan? Hussein. And then we find out that Hussein is a father to a 6-year-old little boy. So Angie's like, that's not a problem for her. Hussein said he just wants to have a nice woman that, you know, he can incorporate in his life with him and his son. Angie says she wants to have as many children as her ovaries can handle. Honey, they are holding hands and walking down the street. Okay, so the episode. Hold up. Okay, so why did they just go over to Naeem sitting down with Rocky? Child, Rocky says she really ain't got no connections here, so she's a little nervous. Why she bust out and start reading some of her erotic poetry, and it got real moist. And Naeem was like, "Wow, different strokes for different folks." Like she just bust out with some raunchy poetry. So I remember I said I wanted to hear it, but I heard it, and it happened. Okay. Ooh, wait, Rocky. Naeem said even though Rocky read him some of her naughty naughty girl poetry, he don't feel like it went past surface level, so she been friend zone. He said that's the homegirl. Ooh. So now we come into a really intense scene. And Cisco, he just comes over and he's like needing to talk. So he comes over and he is confiding in Naeem. Let's hear what Cisco has to say.
Bro, ain't nothing, man. I wanna rap to you, right? I'm in a dilemma, man.
What's up?
I felt like I opened up about my past and my current situation.
To your connection with Tay.
Yeah, what I disclosed, it was about my past, my financial situation, not having no car, living in a room. Like, I feel like the spark and the connection that was there in the beginning is fading. I'm still navigating those feelings, right? But it's like, I wouldn't say ashamed, right?
No, right.
Embarrassed, bro. I'm 42 years old. When I got out of my relationship in Virginia, I experienced homelessness, had to come back home. Mom Duke's not really messing with me.
How did that make you feel?
My battle is, I'm like, yo, bro, like, I'm checked out. I truly have connected with this woman in a very deep level. When she's pulling away, it's gonna kind of make me just wanna disappear as well.
Ouch. Cisco is having a really hard time. So while they're showing Cisco, have his heart to heart, they're pinning over to Tay, and Tay is sitting down in a chair. Honey, she is looking unbothered. She does look a little uncomfortable, but for the most part, she looks like she's just really trying to enjoy herself. And Cisco is having a hard time, and rightfully so. I'm not saying that I want him to have it. I'm just saying that, like, he's truly feeling the effects of what he's going through. Like, he's really going through something serious. And I wonder if, because of this, like, will he self-eliminate? Hey, I really didn't see this episode. So I'm truly, like, watching this for the first time with y'all. So I don't know how this is going to go. I know that has to be hard. Like, when you really like someone and you feel like everything is going good, and then you open up and you give your truths, and it seems like that person is like, oh no, I'm good. I understand for Tay. Well, I haven't heard her say anything yet, but knowing that she said that she sacrificed dating and all of that different stuff to go on and get her education, and she busts her butt to work so hard to get herself into, an amazing position that she's in, to be attracted to someone who's supposed to be, if we go off of the ideal, what they talked about earlier, your protector, your provider, and then he doesn't have anything going for himself. That's a big gamble. That's a really big gamble. So, I don't want Cisco to feel defeated, but I don't know what you're here for. I don't know what you're here for. You have work to do. And it's not about embarrassing yourself because, yeah, you're 42 years old. Like, your mom doesn't fool with you. Like, what's going on? What's going on with your whole dynamic? Why is everybody, like, off of you? I don't know. It's a couple things that just make me go, But let me get through this commercial and see if Tay even says anything about this. But the men are the ones who are able to eliminate this week. So, during this show, episode 5. So we'll see. Oh yeah, and like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right, so we're coming back in on the scene where Naeem was speaking with Cisco. And I'm going to just hit play so we can hear the rest of what Cisco was saying. I don't know if it's going to cut off or not, but so far I heard him say, I'm checked out, bro.
God has these things for us, right? No, it's all good, bro. God has these things for us, bro, because at the end of the day, right, it's all God's plan. You're doing that work. And whoever's accepted of it, whoever's not, bro, you can only just keep walking your best walk, putting your best foot forward every day. As far as what Tay did to Francisco, she has every right to stand on whatever she wants to stand on. But I know what it's like to be in those type of circumstances where life just is life and you never know what a person's going through. So I always like to try to be there for people, especially our black men. Any woman would be lucky to have qualities in a man like that. One day you're gonna be sharing your story. Your story gonna be the GPS of somebody getting their life together, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Your story is gonna help somebody else get through their bro. All that weight, all them plates you keep putting on the bar, that's God placing that weight on. That's God, bro. Bench that, bro. Bench that, bro.
Me opening up to Naeem, it took me by surprise because usually I don't really open up to a lot of people like that, but he definitely lifted my spirits and was the brother that I needed at the moment.
And outside looking in, if you never see me again, you bull. Why? Because it's hard for men like us to be open, vulnerable, and transparent and still not give a about being accepted. I needed that bro. You already know.
That was really sweet. Naeem gave him very encouraging words. And then I love how he went and he put that analogy that of it being like a plate that he uses when he's, you know, lifting his weights because he's an amateur bodybuilder. That just really made him smile. And he got up and they hugged. And that was a really beautiful moment between two black men. And I pray that everything works out for Cisco. But just like Naeem was telling him, your story will be the GPS map for someone else to be able to heal or know that they can heal and push forward. So that was really dope, Naeem. That was very beautiful. Like I said, I feel like you are probably a really dope individual. You got your own baggage. But I think I understand why. But that was really beautiful. Thanks for showing up for that, brother, okay? All right, so let me check this out. Ooh! Why is Sahara and Jay, they over here sitting down and they chatting, right? Mind you, Cam has been with Rose for a nice little moment. Cam and Rose are sitting down. Rose is leaning on him. Sahara and Jay are sitting down. And Jay tells Sahara, you know, I like your energy. You like a around the way girl. Most guys don't know how to deal with you, but I know how to deal with you. I know how to handle you. And he said, kind of like how I checked you in the car. Or something about like what they did in the car. I don't know what happened in the car. But why is Cam over here looking at Jay and Sahara having a funky good time? And he is livid. His mouth is clenched. He said the only people I see over there having a good time is Sahara Jay, and he is not liking that. Sir, Rose is leaning on you. Remember your crush. Tend to what you got going on right there. Why are you worried about Sahara and Jay? Ooh, I like it. The guys are getting jealous. I'm liking this. Ooh. So do you think that was a love potion that Sahara put on him? Because remember, she put that love potion on when she went over to Cam. You think it's that love potion being activated? Or you think that's really Cam? And how he feeling about Sahara? Ooh. Child Production asked Cam, are you a little jealous? He like, I mean, I might be a little bit. He try to act like he ain't. Sahara got you. Whips. Ooh, Rose is leaning all on Cam's shoulder. She's saying something, and he is hearing the peanuts because Sahara's over there kikiing with Jay. They touching hands and arms, and she leaning, and Cam is pissed off. I love it. You see, you see this all on my face, child. Shanice and Fritz, I'm liking it a lot. So Fritz let Shanice know that prayer that she sent him was just like, it was everything. And she tells him, well, you kind of led the way for that. When you sent me that affirmation, you kind of showed me like we're good enough to be on this level. And Fritz is like, he feeling her. Like, he's starting to feel her. And I like that. I think Fritz is like maybe 36. Is he 36? Yeah. Fritz is 36 and Shanice is 44. So you got just a little age gap, but Fritz is rather mature. So it seems. Fritz is rather mature. So I'm excited to see what they have go on. And I love how soft Shanice is. You know, these men she's really letting herself open up. And she's just like flowering. And the guys are just coming into her like some bees. And I'm just loving it. I'm loving all the affection. I'm liking it a lot. She's not having to ask, tell, nor beg. These men are showing up for her. So, good for you, girl. Ooh. So, Fritz, he fed Shanice some of his ice cream. Like, fed it to her. And after she was done, honey, she went in and kissed Fritz on the lips. Like, outside, like in public. Like, people was outside. And they was over there kissing. Well, it was more like, but still, they was kissing. Shanice, okay, girl. She sealed the deal. She's like, this is mine. Shanice says, you know, she really enjoyed her kiss with Fritz. But she got a connection with Francisco, too. Child, they showed Francisco. He over, still sitting in a chair. That brother is defeated right now. Hopefully, he bounced back. But this is about Shanice, okay? So, Shanice is like, I feel like I'm cheating on him. Honey, Fritz, he done waved some people off. Like, yeah. I like it. So, now we are over here seeing Rocky get her picture drawn. She's over there getting her picture drawn. Let me see what they got going on. Angie. So they show the next scene is Angie standing in front of Cam. And she's like, so are you going to do this or am I going to do this? And he said, do what? Angie pulled that phone up out her Chi-Chi and started trying to hand it over to him. And Cam said, if you don't put your phone away, I'll take your number down. Girl. I feel like she's attracted to chocolate, man. And I feel like she might really be interested in getting to know Cam. Because last time you asked him, is he going to, you know, ask you on a date or what? And now you like, are we going to do this? And you like trying to give him your phone so you can get his number. I just feel like you being a little too aggressive. He likes ladies. He wants to chase you. And you are over there clubbing him in the head. Okay, talking about, I'm right here. So just fall back, baby. I'm gonna see. He gonna take down her number. I don't know if he gonna call her though, because I think you just a little too aggressive for him. Honey, Cisco walked over to Tay. He said, we need to talk. He starts walking away. Told her, come on. She starts following him. And he's like, you know, I just feel like after I gave you that information that I gave you, you know, you acting different. And he's like, you know, I can't hide who I am. And she says, that's what I love about you. But she, like I said, she's just scared. That's a lot. You know, she just feels like I've sacrificed and I've done what I needed to do to get myself into a really good situation. And then to meet someone who doesn't kind of have their stuff to going on. You know, what does that look like? She don't know what that looks like. That's scary to her. He's like, I understand. But he's still feeling Tay. It kind of sucks. So she's asking him, like, you know, when it comes to like your accomplishments, have you done like your biggest accomplishments like with someone else, or did you execute them by yourself? He's like, I've done a lot of my big accomplishments in a relationship. He's like, and I've done things by myself. I feel like, well, he did say he feels like more motivated in relationships because like he got to show up for that person. But like, who's going to get into a relationship trusting that you're going to now be like, I got to show up. You got to show up for yourself. So I kind of feel like he might have lost Tay because of this, but that's just me. Based off of the piece of Tay, I think I know. I'm going to keep watching it though. Man, so they're sitting there talking and then Tay tells him like, you're like everything that I want in a person. But that stability thing is really an issue for her. She starts crying. He's like, come here. He pulls her into his chest and he just hugs her really hard, really deep, and just lets her cry. But Cisco, what does that look like? Like, to be in a relationship with you, what does that look like? Because you're saying to be with someone, you'll have extra fire, like an extra push. It's one thing when a person believes in you, but it's another thing when they believe in you and you don't show up. Okay? Because that love turns into, the other 4-letter word, but it's like with an H instead. So, I don't know. I kind of feel like, Tay, give that man a nice big hug and move forward with your life. But you gonna do what you want to do. I don't know, boo. I don't know. I leave Cisco right there because he has work that he has to do, and it's not sounding too promising that he's going to get his things together because you're dependent on another person to be present for you to really show up, and that ain't gonna work. Child, next scene was Rocky, Fretz, and Kim, and out of nowhere, Rocky's like, so yeah, you into that poly? And he was like, it's not like I'm into poly. Because, honey, Coley done went and told. So, Rocky, she felt like, I'm going to check. She's like, because I don't believe in sharing. I'm not putting my lips on somebody that somebody else's saliva is already on. My man is my man. Cam is like, this is a y'all's conversation. I'm about to get up out of here. So Cam dips. And Rocky just keeps asking, what this poly thing is looking like. If he's trying to find somebody that he can get into poly with, is he into poly? And he's like, I'm not even interested in poly. But you're lying. You're lying a little bit. And he says that Rocky is just too loud. She's going to just tell it like it is. But, honey, she's too loud. So, it seems like a lot of the ladies are just too opinionated and too loud for Fritz. I don't know. Coley told Eddie, she sounds a little inebriated. Because she was slurring a lot. But she was sitting between Eddie's legs. They're sitting like on a stoop. And she's like holding on to him and rubbing the back of his head from between his legs. And she's letting him know, like, ever since I've met you, like, I've just felt something special about you that I don't feel with anybody else. And she's just rubbing on him. And he's like, oh, is that right? Why does Sahara and Angie walk by and they stop not that far away from them? And Angie is mad. She said that she feels that this is very disrespectful for them to be hugging up and hooking up like that. She said, why is Coley over there with her connection? She said, keep it up and she gone. Both of them. Ooh. So Coley, she's just like, it feels like she's under the influence. It does feel like she's under the influence. I don't know that she is, but it feels like she is. And she's like, she starts turning around on Eddie. And she's like, I'm not a general contractor. And he's like, what does that mean? She's like, but I'm going to knock those walls down. Oh, because he asked her, does she feel like he has walls up? She said, yeah, 100%. And she's not a general contractor, but she going to knock those walls down. And then she turns around, gets all up in his face and says, kiss me. And Eddie said, no, I'm not kissing you. Turn around, actually. And she's like, no, kiss me. And he said he wasn't kissing her. She got upset. She turned around, honey, and she started walking away. Ooh. Did Eddie just break Coley's heart? And I'm proud of him for sticking up for himself and being like, I'm not kissing you, if that's not what he wanted to do. But Coley stormed off, honey. She's pissed. Honey, Coley walks off and Eddie gets up and he starts laughing. And he says that he just felt like this wasn't the proper place for that. Plus he felt it would be disrespectful to Deanna and Angie, because he feeling both of those ladies as well. And, you know, with him and Coley, he felt like it was just purely physical attraction. So I feel like he ain't really feeling her. It's just, oh, we look good and we'll probably look good together. Oh, honey, Tommy done came out and now they gonna play this game. The ladies gotta sit down, the guys gotta stand up, and there's bells in front of the guys. And you have to guess which guy said whatever saying Tommy reads. Why was the first question or the first statement that was read was that this person done got busy at a funeral home? The women are getting up. They are scattered like ants. And they are going around grabbing everybody's bells and just ringing everybody's bells. Why was it Naeem? Kiara got it right. She said, I knew it was his little nasty self. Now Naeem gonna plead his case. Go ahead, tell it to us.
I could get a phone call 1, 2 in the morning. Don't matter where I'm at. I gotta stop what I'm doing and go get that body. I was already with somebody, so when I got the phone call, it was just like, hey, ride with me. I'll go pick the body up. But we was so turned that we just took it right into the funeral home.
Child, we found out that Khalil be munching on booty. All right, so we finished the game, and Angie and Sahara won, so they get to have a private date with the man of their choice. So let's find out who they pick. Sahara has picked Fritz to be her date, and they are going to go get some foot massages. I don't know if they're getting massages or if they're getting pedicures, but honey, they're getting their feet rubbed on. Honey, Angie is meeting up with Hussein. Ooh, he walked up, she got up and gave him a big old hug. Child, Sahara and Fritz are over there getting pedicures. And Sahara asked Fritz, was he polyester? She said, are you polyester? Fritz is like, oh my God, why does this stuff keep coming up? You know polyester is fabric, right? She said, yeah, I've been hearing about the fabrics of your life. So she keeps bringing that up. I'm going to just finish this off. So, cuts a couple scenes. And then we see that he tells her, you know, at the beginning when he first came in, his intentions weren't really set, but he's finally starting to see that, like, you could actually end up with something serious through this process. So he lets her know that he was playing at first. And she's like, yeah, I knew he was playing. You know, doing the same Sahara stuff. I just feel like you waste a lot of valuable time trying to prove a point to people. When you could just fall back, sis, and just let them be. I feel like you waste a lot of time with that. Outside of that, Angie, she went with Hussein, and they went to a sound bath. Hussein says that he felt so, you know, light and just relaxed after that. Why did Angie tell him that she had a gift for him? So she's like, I know you always talk about little man, his son. He got a 6-year-old son. So she got him something. And it is a keychain that says, like, to my dear son, like, I'm always with you. You're never alone. And Hussein is like, oh my God, I'm about to cry. Like, that was so sweet. Thank you for thinking of not only me, but of my son. So I feel like Angie is an absolute sweetheart. I feel like she does have her rough and tough moments, but I feel like Angie is an absolute sweetheart. And I don't know, I'm excited. I don't know if this episode went by quick, if I'm getting quicker and quicker with these reviews, but I'm only 33 minutes in and the show is almost over. The men are finally coming into the lounge. And that's actually 45 minutes and 30 seconds on the show. But here, I'm only at 34 minutes. So we're doing really good for time. Let me see what the guys are talking about in the lounge, and I'm going to get back to you. All right, I'm going to hit play so we can hear this together. Tommy is wanting to know who the fellas are vibing with the most, and we're starting off with Khalil.
Still vibing with Tay. Still have good conversation. We have phone time. So yeah, that connection is definitely still strong.
Tay, still my top. I explained to her my situation where I'm at in my life, and we had a chance to talk about it at the block party.
That's it.
Beautiful woman, for sure.
Deanna, I've been building slowly but surely with
Naeem.
you, just as far as the conversation and connecting with her character-wise. Love it.
Deanna, just our chemistry, and she got
Eddie.
a lot of characteristics that I would like in a woman.
I mean, it's still top Kiara. You know, I still love the swag. She got
Jay.
that little it factor for me.
I had a very nice date with Angie. We went to a wellness spot. She gave me a nice little gift
Hussein.
too. I think that was the highlight.
What she give you?
A little keychain in memories for my son. For her to do that, that was top tier for me.
Shawnee, she's saying all the right things. She's doing all
Fritz.
the right things. And I look at her and see a lot of promise and potential.
What about you, Cam?
Rose and Sahara. Rose, I mean, we've been tied at the hip. She's a hard worker and she's not going to play around about who she wants in her life. Sahara, that's my little wild card.
What's your little wild card?
After you break her down, it's like you just get everything.
All right. Glad y'all found some ladies to turn up with.
All right, so it's sounding kind of good, but now we're gonna find out who they ain't.
Now, time to turn somebody down. Who are you not connecting with?
Y'all gonna help me get Sahara out of here?
Hussein.
My lease will be Coley, but that's been consistent since the first day. I feel like she's giving representative. I don't feel like she's giving herself.
Coley, her personality that she showed from the first mixer, I feel like there's no substance there.
So Coley, she took it to another level, you know, coming a little closer. I had to pump the brakes.
You had to pump the brakes on.
I ain't ready for that. You know, slow down.
I would have to say Rocky. I'm not physically attracted to her. We more like friends.
Rocky. Cool sis vibes, but not an attraction for me.
Gotta be Rocky. I know some of her, but it's like she ain't open up enough for me.
Fritz.
Sahara. We got matching foot massages. And in talking to her, she has extreme highs and extreme lows. If you say something she don't want to hear, you don't know how she's going to react. She's a loose cannon, and I don't want that.
Sahara, you know, she like gave me that hood girl vibes a little bit, and like, I don't want that.
Khalil.
Sahara, I with her though. She just give me like just friend vibes, man. She gonna be so mad.
The crowd is up. Thank you. Get out of here.
During the deliberation with Tommy, I could just hear Fritz's voice.
Sahara must be out of here. Sahara's gone.
Oh, Cam is getting
I
mad.
have a connection with her. If you bold enough to come out your mouth and say something crazy about her, then I'm bold enough to come right back at you. Fritz, we gotta stop with these little ass comments that we saying, bro. You're not gonna come here and say, yo, let's get Sahara off of here. Stop with the bull, bro. We're not here to feed your personal vendettas.
Does anyone here feel like that I told them to put Sahara in their bottle?
You were saying that the whole time. What are
I'm
you
asking
talking
them
about?
a question.
Hang on,
Give me
Kim.
a second.
Hang on, Kim.
Give me a second. You can let them answer.
When he's over here delivering, you over there in Jay ear. Sahara.
Right,
Like,
that's
how can
corny,
you
bro. How can you pull that when you
Stop.
just said, man, I'm trying to get Sahara out of here?
I'm not gonna trip. This is locker room bull. Cam might have had it in for me, and this was just an opportunity to flex or something. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna change my stance. If that's your piece, go ahead, rock out.
You just said that, so now you
That's
cannot say
me.
like, oh, I'm not doing that. We just heard you say that.
I'm not convincing them.
But you telling
My
them you're
bottom
trying
is not
to.
changing.
They're not convinced by you, but you're trying to
I'm not
convince them.
trying.
Hang on, Kim. This is what I mean when I say you are on your own journey.
Hey, bro.
Everybody has to make their
Cam
own
is
decision
mad.
about their own journey.
Ooh,
So let's not come in
we're
playing
about to
games.
fight behind that
Let's cut
Sahara.
all the BS out. Look for what you're looking for.
I think
Oh, I'm
we
sorry,
all
baby.
know that Fritz isn't here for the right reasons. We see straight through the bull immediately, and some people don't know how to operate like a man, so he get no respect from me.
All right, fellas, I think we accomplished what was needed. But now the next step is on you. Right now, we got more women than men. We got to even things up. But this time, you'll be letting two ladies know that they're not ready to love. It is a double elimination, gentlemen.
I thought one was hard enough. Now we gotta send two home. That was a curveball for sure.
Y'all been down this road before. You know how it needs to be handled.
Wow.
Go. All right, now. All right.
Wow. He said 2 people home. Oh, man. I was hearing Sahara. I was hearing Coley. I mean, I did hear Rocky too. But I was hearing Sahara and I was hearing Coley. And 2 are going home. Yikes. Ooh-wee. Oh man, I might as well just run it. So Cam is meeting up with Sahara. Ouch.
Smile for me.
Why did you bring me?
Smile for me. What's up?
Hi.
Don't come in with the mean face.
I wore my funeral dress. Like, is it death upon us?
Your
Like,
funeral dress the
yeah.
same way.
I mean, I didn't know I was seeing you actually.
Yeah, so you should be happy then, right?
I'm hearing you fighting for me. Like, what are you fighting against? Like, what's going on in here?
Somebody was like actively like trying to lobby to get you out.
Oh, Coley is meeting with Eddie.
It's good to see you.
Absolutely.
I was so excited to walk in and see Eddie sitting at the table. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because that's still my number one match. And I just feel like this is going to be a great date.
You got it. I ordered you a drink, you know.
My favorite.
Listen, I listened to you. So, at the block party, I ain't gonna say I ain't appreciate that you tried to take it there with that kiss, but it was a little bit much. What's going on? You rolling your eyes?
It's my first block party. I ain't know the block party rules.
Rocky,
Hello, Jay.
How you?
How are you doing,
good?
Jay?
I'm good. How you?
They done took Rocky too.
When I walk into Louis, I see Jay sitting there, and my face just immediately lights up.
That black looking good on you.
It looks nice. I try,
With the heels too.
I'm pretty happy about it and excited about it at the same time, but I'm also nervous because this is the week for the female elimination. So, in my head, I'm like, oh, man.
So the guys and I met with Tommy, and this was said.
So why you think the guys ain't with me? What happened?
Your exterior, you give up a certain type of energy that people are intimidated by.
I want to be able to be me. If that person felt like they're intimidated, then they need to man up. No 120-pound woman should make you intimidated. I don't give a damn what you're talking about. Okay? That's it.
So look, some of the fellas, they were saying, you know, you pretty much into yourself. It's just like, you know, you look good. So it's like once they get to talk to you, it's like, what else is there? They feel like you got like a alter ego or something. Like it's not really you.
Really? I can only be me. Like, I can't be fake. I'm not fake. I'm not conceited. I'm open. And if I'm not for someone, I'm just not for someone.
Right. I agree.
Your personality is A1. You know, with the other aspect, they feel as if you so caring and you're so nice that it's hard for them to see you in a romantic light.
I can see that, though. Like, those who I do want to be romantic with, I need to put more of the effort into it. Like, I need to
Girl, it's
allow
starting to get you
myself
late.
to be affectionate with those I want to be affectionate with.
So the guys decided.
So the fellas have decided that
The guys, they have come to the conclusion.
Next time
Oh,
on Ready to
shit.
Rock.
Child, I guess I find out tonight on episode 6 with y'all, right? Whew, this is too much. I just can't take it. So who you think is going home? Because apparently none of us know. I feel like it's going to be Coley, and I feel like Sahara is going to scathe through one more time. I feel like it's going to be Coley and Rocky. That's just what I feel. But let me know what you think down below, and I will see you in a couple more hours. We get ready for episode 6. Thanks for sitting with me, and I will talk to you in a few more hours. Go get you something to eat. What you gonna eat? I'm gonna eat something. I don't know what yet. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Believe that we made it to the end of the video? I know, I don't want to leave either. But don't fret, friend. That's why you're subscribed. Leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.